Barack Obama safe?
What made him safe?
His lighter skin. They made it safe for white people to vote for him. Mm-hmm. As far as, if it was a black, dark-skinned guy, that's intimidation.
Right.
Intimidation. Like, I don't know. But him having a white mother made it easier for the Europeans to vote for him and campaign for him, just like he did. Break record numbers on the internet. Y2K,
Right.
Hey, I think it's a definitely reason why it's a split like that.
Right.
He's not safe.
He's not safe.
I don't think he's safe. I mean, I think Secret Service is there, but like my thinking is still somebody's controlling this. So if Barack makes the wrong move, they could push the button. All right, he's out of there. One of the Secret Service dudes is gonna close his eyes and watch something go down. He's out of there. Let him take some of that $700 billion and say, all right, I want to take $100 billion and make some reparations for black people.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's gonna go down. Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh. They push the button. That's it. That's it. Right. Let's get him out of there. You know what I mean? And you'd hate this. You'd hate for that to happen. But the way we came up, the way our ancestors came up, it was always okay. I'm gonna let you in the house.
Right.
But if you eat one of them biscuits, you're going back to the yard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if somebody blamed the biscuit on you, you got to get out. You got to go.
So how much do we think that, because there's this thing called white guilt. How much did white guilt play in the election of Barack Obama?
A tremendous amount.
You think so?
A tremendous amount, yeah. Definitely, because me being as a barber and cutting all types of people's hair, they even expressed to me their guilt, Hey, how you think about that Barack Obama?
Right.
Oh, I love him. I mean, I love him too.
Right.
Oh, why do you love him? Oh, we need change. Oh, okay, all right.
Right.
So
I feel that there's guilt, maybe not spoken guilt, but there is guilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of guilt. I think, every time they look over at us, it's like you kind of feel. I would say you feel sorry for a person because you done so much bad and wrong doing to this as a whole race. You done just had your foot on their neck their whole life, just the whole existence. You bring them over, you do them bad, you do what you want to do to them, you do what you want to do to the wives and the women, and then now it's even white people are like, that's enough. You know what I mean? Because they're not really living like their ancestors.
Right.
It's interracial dating in Colorado. It's like they like the brothers.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna get me one of them. And I don't know. it's guilt, brother.
It's real interesting too because of course during the election you got Obama, Biden, young black dude, old white dude.
Right.
And then you got John McCain, Sarah Palin, old white dude, young white woman. And whenever they campaigned on the stump, it was always Barack, the young black man, pulling the big crowds.
Right.
And always Sarah Palin, the young white woman, pulling the big crowds. And whereas the old white men were totally out. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the people's like, we tired of old white men tearing up
our country. Tearing up our country. Right.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
If Sarah Palin was a little smarter, the race would have been a little closer. Because I think everybody thinking that, John McCain's on his last leg.
Right.
If this white woman is a little smarter, we might let her in the door.
I think she was just thrown in the fire too soon.
Yeah.
She
wasn't
ready.
I mean, if like I said in the shop, if I was McCain, I would have evened the score. I would have pulled Condoleezza
Mm-hmm.
and said, come on, get in here with me and fight.
Right.
If they really wanted the Republicans to stay in office,
Right.
that's what they would have did. Because now you split the black vote. Because
Right.
Condoleezza's just as smart as Barack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and, well, I don't know. I don't know how smart
She's
she is.
brilliant.
She's really smart.
Brilliant.
And now you're going against the brains of the black people.
Mm-hmm.
So now you like, you know, then maybe if John McCain was on his last leg, or is on his last leg, Condoleezza ends up being the president.
Right.
And you got a black woman president.
As
Hey.
opposed to a young
Dumb,
idiot.
Right.
dumb.
young,
A
right.
black woman with tremendous foreign policy
Exactly.
experience.
And
too.
experience, right?
Yeah.
The most part, experience, yeah.
Yes, sir.
But Condoleezza was a part of the wrong crew.
That's Bush's boo. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next piece, and that appears on page 3 of the Final Call newspaper. And it reads, they've basically robbed taxpayers. Treasury Secretary reneges on policy as promised economic benefits fail to appear. And it's written by Sister Herman Muhammad, who is our Western region correspondent. Beautiful sister, beautiful writer. Let me just read this and then I'll ask the question. Says, in September, when President George W. Bush, U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson Jr., and U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke asked for $700 billion in taxpayer money to help rescue the failing economy. They promised to use the money to buy bad mortgages from lending institutions. That was supposed to help ease the burden of rapid foreclosures, get banks lending again, and jumpstart consumer confidence. Question. They didn't do that with the money. Why didn't they buy those bad mortgages, in your opinion? Just whatever you think.
Well, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't make me do it, you know, I'm not going to do it. You know, that's still keeping my foot on the American people. I'm going to keep holding these people down. They have to trust in me and what we're doing. Just trust us. You know, that's all you hear is just trust us, we're going to make it right. But the money's going everywhere, but not to where they say it's supposed to go. Are you going to help us? You know what I mean? What are you going to do with it? They haven't done anything with that.
Right.
And it's just a soothing thing to say. You know, they play on the emotion of the American people. So you know everybody's house went in foreclosure.
Right.
So if you say, okay, we're going to get this money to do that, and everybody nods their head like, go ahead, you know. I'm on my last leg. I'm down here on one knee like, please help me. And you say, go ahead, you know, okay, we'll foot the bill. We have to foot the bill.
Right.
Why? We're not getting none of the money. So why would the taxpayers have to pay this bill?
Right.
We're not getting anything. What, you going to give us a loan?
No.
No. No, you're not. So why are we paying for that? You know, that's like I said when the Broncos Stadium was built
Right.
with taxpayers' money, and there was a lot of Cowboy fans. Look, you paid for our stadium.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True.
Whether you like it or not.
True.
That's not your team, but you still pay for the stadium.
Right.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.